everybody, and welcome back to another Shearer Smokes. And you join me on the steps of the Auchenbaird Windmill. Now, I've passed this building many times, as it's just off the road between where the town I stay in, Tillicountry, and Alloa. We're actually just outside a little place called Sauchie. And I've glimpsed this building through the trees on, as I say, quite a few occasions, and decided today to take a trip up and do a bit of investigation. So I've got young Boyd on the camera today. You okay today, Boyd? Good. So we're actually on top of a slight hill, so there is a bit of wind, so hopefully the microphone is doing its job. So a little bit of history about the windmill. There's not much to find out, but basically it was built in the 18th century, and the sole purpose of the windmill was to power the drainage of the local coal mine. Now, once the local coal mine was closed down, the windmill itself was turned into a ducat. Now, a ducat is a building, and there's a good few examples up and down the country of these where it was used to house pigeons. And of course, pigeons weren't housed for racing; they were used actually for their meat. And as I said, there's quite a few examples of purpose-built ducats and old buildings like this that were long past their use and then turned into, as I say, into these ducats or pigeon houses. And if Boyd just scans over to the left-hand side, you'll see we're right opposite the local hills. So a rather nice view from there today. As I say, the wind's just picked up again slightly, but the sun is out. It's actually quite warm. It'd be really nice if the wind would just die down. So, as for what I'm smoking today, well, that's all part of my VR to Sam. Sam from Sam's Smoking Shed. Now, I've known Sam for a while now, as he's actually a fellow member of the Ashhole Cigar Club. He's actually our treasurer. So it's great to have someone like Sam on board. He has a great knowledge of cigars, as of course pipes and pipe tobacco. And Sam has just recently bypassed his 100 subs, which is just amazing. And if you haven't done so already, then please go check Sam out. So it's Sam's Smoking Shed. And he's doing a bit of a giveaway to celebrate this feat. And basically he was asking us, what is our perfect or favourite pipe setup? Well, I know I've done a couple of videos from indoors from the cigar lounge, but I have to say, when it comes to pipes, starting with location first, just being outdoors, I think somewhere like this with a little bit of history behind it, or down by the river, which I've seen in many of my videos. It's probably one of my kind of favourite pipe smoking spots, so that would come into consideration. As for the pipe, well, that's quite a hard one. Although I've only just started smoking pipes in April, I still enjoy every single pipe that I have. If I was to pick out a favourite, then I'd probably have to go with this one, which is the Savinelli cocktail with the fishtail stem. And the reason I would pick this one is because I just love the colour of it, the colour of the stem, the shape, the way the pipe feels. It's a kind of rusticated finish. It's a great smoker, and I just love the way it feels nice and comfortable in my hand. And if I'm having it in my holding it in my mouth, it's it just feels right. And I just love the contrasting colours with the black and the yellow, which I think is very appealing. So that would be my pipe. As for tobacco, well, today I'm smoking Blood Red Moon by Cult. Again, I was very fortunate when I first started pipe smoking. Carol, who is another member of the Ashhole Cigar Club, very kindly sent me almost a complete starter kit for pipe smoking. and included was a sample of the Blood Red Moon, and I just took to it right away, and it's still one of my favourite definite aromatics anyway. So always enjoy a bowl of that. Now as for the tamper, I'm using this today, and I would probably say this is one of my favourites because, well, first of all, as you can guess, it's a shell casing. This actually is from an American sniper rifle. My brother-in-law brought this back for me from his time in Afghanistan at Camp Bastion, and the American Marines there were using these as little souvenirs. So obviously it came back to me as a keyring, so this was obviously a few years ago, and it's just been sitting on my shelf. And then when I started pipe smoking, I realised it's actually just the perfect weight, perfect size, perfect diameter to be used as a tamper. So Sam, in answer to your question, I would say that these three things, this pipe, the tamper, my tobacco, and an outdoor location would definitely be my perfect pipe setup. And Sam, I'd just like to take a chance to say as well done on reaching or bypassing the 100 milestone. Brilliant effort. Always enjoy catching up with the goings on in Sam's smoking shed, and look forward to us hopefully joining in on a VHerf at some point. So it's clouds are starting to come over a little bit. I say the wind's picking up a little bit, but there's still a bit of sunshine and still a wee bit warmth in the air, which is nice. So Boy and I are going to have a little tour around. There's not that much to see once we've seen the windmill. I do have a rather good aerial shot which I found online. I'll just pop that in and out just to give you an idea from above. Yeah, so that's the Auchenbaird Windmill, looking at it from above, and it's quite a great shot, that one. And I bet this is actually quite a nice spot, just sitting looking over to the hills, especially with the sun shining on them. If Boyd does another wee quick pan, you'll see, and that's just looking over towards my hometown of Dollar and Tillicoochee, just nestled along there at the foot of the Ocho Hills. So we're going to spend a little bit of time here, and then we're going to head off and no doubt get to some more activities during the day before I have to take Boyd home. So I think that's a good enough point to finish. Thanks to everybody for tuning in, and again for all your comments on previous videos. I hope you've all had a great week and enjoying this weekend, and until the next episode, as always, my name's Shearer. Enjoy your smokes.